Right out the gate, we've got a charge of criminal mischief, a state jail felony. Sounds tame? Think again. In Texas, that can mean up to 2 years locked up. Imagine facing that much time for what might sound like a prank gone too far. Stakes? High.
Are you Stephen Dodd?
Yes, sir.
Come on up. You have been indicted here in this court, an indictment that fell into this court for the state jail felony of criminal mischief, which carries with it up to 2 years in the state jail. This was an indictment in April of last year. I mean, it's heading toward a year. Do you have an attorney?
No, sir.
When did you find out you were indicted?
About a month or so ago when I went to jail and bonded out. I didn't know.
Are you still in Woodville, Texas?
Yes, sir.
Is it 800 South Pecan Street?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And how long have you lived there?
Probably about 6 months.
Where did you? Yeah, well, there's the answer to that. Where did you live before?
At 3150 Concord Road, Beaumont, Texas.
All right.
When this happened, I was actually in the process of moving, and I let the officer know, and I let the investigator know.
It's not their problem. You're supposed to keep up with things. They don't try to find you, sir. This is your responsibility.
Notice the judge's tone here. This isn't just a lecture. It's a crash course in adulthood, courtroom edition. Translation: the justice system isn't your babysitter. You don't get reminders like Netflix renewals. That sting? It's the sound of accountability setting in.
Everybody knows when they're arrested. And you know an indictment was handed up in April, right?
No, sir.
Am I telling you this for the first time?
Well, when I went to...
Am I telling you this for the first time?
No, sir.
Okay. Who told you and when?
I got pulled over for speeding.
When?
About a month ago.
Okay, that's, there you go. You knew about it. An indictment's not going to just go away, dissolve. You got to deal with it. You know about it. Then you have an affirmative duty now to take care of yourself. This isn't like we're in kindergarten where our teacher cleans us up and tells us when to eat and go to bed and things like that. You're an adult like everybody else. You've got obligations to take care of your problem. So you knew about it. You knew there must have been an arrest or something early, right?
No, sir.
You've never been arrested before?
No, sir. I didn't even much know it was going to be anything of this. I talked with the investigator several times about this matter, and he told me he was getting information and investigating. And after that, I never heard nothing about it. I called him several times.
Hold on for just a second. I'm looking at a court note here that says defendant made bond out of Hardin County.
That's when I found out.
When was that?
About a month ago, sir.
So you knew about it 4 weeks ago, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't act like I'm surprised here. You need to go and get a lawyer unless you're going to represent yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to hire a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Have you talked to any lawyer?
Yes, sir, I have.
Who?
Talked with Brad Elrod out of the Louisiana law firm in Woodville, Texas. Talked with Keith Schaefer, Houston, Texas, and a couple of other attorneys, sir.
I'm going to give you 2 weeks to talk with some folks.
Yes, sir.
You're going to get a resetting here.
The classic reset. The judge gives him 2 weeks to get a lawyer. Seems generous, but here's the catch. If he doesn't, representing himself could be catastrophic. Ever heard the saying, a man who represents himself has a fool for a client? Exactly.
He'll be back in 2 weeks to tell me either I've got a lawyer, here he is. You're going to get this resetting. If you hire a lawyer, make sure they get a copy of that so
Yes,
they
sir.
know when to be back. And you need to be back as well, unless otherwise told. Okay,
Yes, sir.
get a resetting. Thank you.
I have a question.
Yeah,
If I want to, well, that's okay.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
go ahead. What?
Sorry.
You want to, if you want.
Well, when I talked with the investigators about this case, sir, I mean, what happened, I never...
Okay, you're going to talk about the case.
Okay,
That won't do any good because there's nothing I can really do unless we have an issue at trial,
Okay.
or there's another issue that's been brought up
Yes, sir.
that doesn't have anything to do with the facts of this case.
Okay.
This isn't the trial, and no matter what you told me on your side of the story, I would allow anybody else to present another side of the story, like the district attorney's office, who I'm sure has reviewed this case, and if they felt like it was not worthy, they would have dropped it. So if I'm presuming that they're moving forward because they feel comfortable with what they know. So that's that.
Yes, sir.
But just get a resetting and give your lawyer a copy of that resetting if you hire somebody. Okay? Dominique Sneed. And looks like 2 cases on Dominic Sneed. Okay, that's it.
I understand.
What are you going to do with Dominic Sneed?
Sneed.
Are you just going to be?
I'll check with you. No, it's a bad understand. I understand. They're not trying to go for 20, which they can.
Sounds pretty strong there.
It's a $30 bag of cat food. She felt sorry for some cats. And these are the priors.
Yeah.
She's an animal.
Mm-hmm. You know what, the cat food people have been inundating me with complaints about this case. The cat food people.
She's
about
trying to
how
help.
the cat food
She's
people are
trying
not
to
being
help
appreciated,
this
and how this case could threaten their existence. It could go either way. They said it's close. How about that for an argument against? Okay, you are Taylor McGass?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Crawford Street, TDC, Your Honor. She's going to refuse that and the place on the trial. Is that correct?
Is that right, man?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be out.
Let's make sure everything's straight with, oh, hello. We got a criminal history here. So it was indicted as a state jail felony, but the indictment.
Here's where the law gets spicy. Steal pet food worth under $2,500, and it's normally a misdemeanor. But stack that on top of 6 prior theft convictions, and suddenly it's a felony. Yep, in Texas, repeat shoplifting can escalate into prison time. Wild, right?
It's captioned state jail felony, which is the compilation of paragraphs 1 and 2. Paragraph 1 alleges you stole pet food of a value less than $2,500. So that would normally be a misdemeanor at the worst. But because you have 6 prior felony theft convictions of misdemeanors and felonies, then 2 or more thefts and if you steal a pack of gum after 2 or more
Yes, sir.
theft convictions in courts of record, then it becomes a state jail felony. So paragraphs 1 and 2 constitute a state jail felony. It goes down to we look at paragraph 3 and 4, which allege a forgery state jail in 2013 and a illegal possession of the state jail in 2013. Looks like those out of Orange County and Jasper County, Texas. So I believe state jail felony is enhanced 1 more degree to a 3rd degree felony. So you're looking at no less than 2, no more than 10 years confinement in prison if convicted of all of this.
Let me understand.
And a fine up to $10,000.
So they're attempting to enhance with 4 state jail felonies to a 3rd degree?
No, they're intending to enhance with 2
state.
No, hold on. It looks like 2 theft misdemeanors and 4 theft felonies in paragraph 2 to a state jail felony.
Right.
Thereafter, 2 more state jails in paragraphs 3 and 4, which look like they were at the same time. So y'all figure it out.
So the 4 state jails.
The cat food gets enhanced up to a 3rd degree felony, apparently, which is the way the rules of law. But theft is theft. Biblical. It's you got to be honest about things. And so you can't treat it lightly. It's mentioned
Yes, sir.
in the big book as well as the penal code. So what, did you want to put something on the record?
No, that's fine. Just that she's refusing that request on the trial.
Oh, what was the offer?
3 TDC.
Oh, okay.
And for prior felony that she had received 10 years before.
She's on
The state has taken into consideration all the facts and her priors in assessing the sentence.
So she received earlier a 10-year, hold on, I'm asking him.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, sir.
You know, she's on parole now. So.
Oh, she's on parole on a 10-year sentence. That is one of these.
2016.
I guess it's one of these that's listed, maybe
Yes, sir.
paragraph 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And in addition to that, she has 5 other felony, non-state jail felony convictions in addition to that, Judge.
Well, it's the equation.
In all honesty, if I was the prosecutor
Yeah.
assigned, she wouldn't have been offered.
Sentences are all based upon the circumstance.
Parts gold. The judge lays it out plain. Sentencing isn't just about what you did. It's about who you are on paper. Criminal history weighs heavy. Think of it like a credit score, but instead of loans, it's years behind bars.
Of the crime as well as criminal history. And criminal history, if it's prolific, can certainly overwhelm maybe circumstances that are not so aggravated. That's the calculus that's used in the determination of a sentence in criminal law generally. So I just wish you didn't have a criminal history. You wouldn't be looking at something like this. For sure you wouldn't. It's the way it is. So it will be set for trial. And meanwhile, how long have you been in jail now?
Since December 6th.
She has a parole.
Oh, okay.
She has-
Okay, so you. Well, then she's not getting out. Well, that's a little hole.
if you beat if they offer a misdemeanor on it, they lift the hold.
Yeah, so they're not going to. So they're not going to probably. Is it Jefferson County?
Just set it for trial.
I know, but okay. The way it's this, we're going to languish for 2 years. You know that.
Well, her parole, what do you discharge?
It'll be 2 years.
December.
It'll be 2 years.
They want to lift the hold. I think she discharges December 28.
No, this year.
Oh, this year, December. She discharges December
25?
25th
That's
or
it.
December 25th.
Over a year for something. Oh. Okay, maybe y'all can think of something else that resolves something like this. Meanwhile,
There's some other stuff I have in mind.
it needs to get out of your mind and into the front, front. Otherwise, her life passes her by. All right. Now that's Miss McGuess. We have Dominique Sneed.
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
I'll be up to you.
And here comes the gut punch. Beyond the legalese, the judge drops wisdom. Otherwise, her life passes her by. It's more than a ruling. It's a reminder of the human cost behind those case files. Chills.